Hi, good morning. Welcome to Hikate's Crossing. Now, I'm hoping this is working. I didn't even check to see if the volume is all good in regards to this. Let me just have a little bit of a look-see here. Um, as you can see, let's have a look. Yep, the volume's fine and with this. Right, okay, so hi everybody. I'm Paula, by the way, for those that don't know me, and I'm in my new space. Now, I want to sort of talk about why I tarot tube. Why do I share what I do with in regards to tarot? All sorts of little bits and pieces in regards to that sort of spiritual topic in some way. Why do I tarot tube? Well, it started a long time ago, and I'm not here to impress anybody, so no makeup or no teeth in either, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to be straight out there. Okay, it's not about impressing anybody. It's just about I want to share my journey a little bit. Okay, I started working with tarot a long time ago, over 20 years, 23, 24 years ago, a long, long time ago. Anyway, so I started to work with tarot. I used the Native American tarot by Magdalene Gonzalez. I had the companion book, and I started to really sort of work with this deck, and I worked with the Oracle deck, a few Oracle decks, Sacred Path cards, Animal Medicine, that sort of thing, plus the Ellie crystal cards from Nyasha Ashon. Anyway, so I started to work with tarot and oracle and started to work like I was reading for myself to begin with, and I was reading for friends and family to ask, their friends if they, and then friends from friends. And so I practiced and practiced, and then this was sort of before the internet, of course. This was before really getting online or anything like that. That was way before then. And then I started to, what was I going to say? I started to really sort of get to know the tarot in a way. And so I started to then, people were then saying, "Oh, look, I'll pay you for a reading," and I'm like, "Okay, then." So I started to get, just a few dollars here and a few dollars there, and then it was rose a little bit and a little bit, and then I was invited to do a psychic fair, and that was all really good, and did really busy, busy, busy. It was huge for 2 days, and that was really good. And then I started to do a lot more psychic fairs and things like that, expos and things like that, and started to really sort of develop. Hope you've all got your cup of tea. And started to grow and develop and with my tarot. And I've been working with tarot ever since. There's been lots of different environments, lots of different decks and things that I used. And then in a little bit earlier, I was on tarot too, but go back to about 2017. After a bit of a break, came to tarot tube again, and really wanted to share the readings, share the knowledge, share my creations, share the decks that I'd created, and you can have a look at those different decks and things like that. Um, and so the decks that I'd created, the tarot and oracle decks and things that I'd created, I wanted to share, and so that's why I started my tarot tube. And basically, for now, it's not about the numbers, it's about the quality of people. Okay, and I do the free readings because I like to give back to the community when they want to grow and develop. But it's also nice to be appreciated. So the donations do help because this is my full time. This is what I do full time. So I do my Fiverr and I do have Ko-Fi. So let me, so really, um, there is a lot of just want to share my knowledge, share what I've gained from working with tarot, some ideas and things like that. And yes, you can do mentoring and you can do, and all those things are available through my Ko-Fi if you want a bit more one-to-one. But I also like to give a little bit to the community. And so you've got that choice. You can either be just watching the videos as you feel like it, or you can, if you want to go into a little bit more depth, and that I do offer mentoring services as well. And so you've got that option to just sort of go at your own pace, do what you want to do, or do you want something a bit more structured, um, a bit more one-on-one sort of mentoring. So I do offer that as well through Ko-Fi. You could look up my commissions or services, and that gives you the mentoring side of it as well. So I just want to share my knowledge, and that's what being on Tarot Tube is all about. Sharing the readings that I get, the decks that I get, and so that you guys can decide which tarot deck's going to suit you. I mean, or Oracle deck, or Lenormand, or Kipper, or Sibylla. I know that not every deck you're going to buy every deck. You should not, you don't have to buy every deck. You could buy one deck and be happy with that, and that's cool. For me, the reason why I have a slightly maybe larger collection is because I'm doing my tarot lives, and it's quite nice to use a variety of decks with a variety of questions, and different moods, different days. Some days I might just use one deck. Some days I might use heaps of decks. It just depends on the mood. Some days it might be tarot, other days it could be oracle, could be Lenormand. So there's all sorts of types of decks to use, and I love that. I love that variety, and I like the way that different readers read differently. So I like to, when I do my free readings, which is like 2 cards, right? You'll get a 2-card reading for an example. So you get you get a question, and you'll get 2 cards. Okay, and sometimes I'll get a lot out of the 2 cards, and sometimes I'll get really quick answers, depending on the question asked, depending on what's going on, depends on what's happening and what's coming through. Sometimes I feel like, I need to give a bit more to the person, and sometimes I want to, and so it really depends on the question to what I get coming through with those 2 cards. Of course, if you want more information, of course, a donation, and whether that's $1 or whether that's $20 or $10 or $5 or $3, it doesn't matter. You'll still get something out of the reading. You'll still get maybe not what you want, but what you'll need. With me, you're not going to get the wishy-washy. You're going to get straight answers. You're going to get to the truth of the situation as much as I can, as much as I'm told, the interpretation of the cards. Remember, as readers, we all read differently, so we may all see different things within the cards. So yeah, for me, it's just about being on Tarot Tube is all about just sharing the knowledge, sharing the my experiences with things in life. Okay, so yeah, that's about why I Tarot Tube. That's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessed be.